Of all the reasons that Kerala punches far above its weight on the national scenario, the one that stays evergreen is the 100% literacy milestone. Kottayam town achieved that in 1989, Ernakulam district in 1990, soon followed by the entire state. Since then, other feathers have kept embellishing Kerala's cap, but the latest is the most unbelievable. Kerala as the second best team in India's National Cricket Championship. Come again? Kerala playing cricket in the final of the Ranji Trophy? Yes, that's right. For the record, the final was drawn and Vidarbha was declared the winner on the basis of the first innings lead. And for Kerala, this was the first Ranji Trophy final after 74 years of trying. Initially as the Travancore-Cochin team from 1951-52 and then as the Kerala team from 1957-58. Before we get to its cricket exploit, a little bit about Kerala building itself as a brand to reckon with. Perhaps the biggest reason was Kerala's early exposure to the world, which in turn was owed to its spice muscle. Literally the whole world came to Kerala. The Romans, the Arabs, the Chinese, and later the Dutch, French, Portuguese and British. With them came cultures from around the world, and religions too. Through the sea and land routes came Christianity and Islam, both of which found Keralites' open minds fertile grounds. The printing press and formal education were early bonuses that the Europeans brought along. So Kottayam had its Christian Missionary Society CMS College in 1870, a good 15 years before Bombay got its first college, the Wilson College, in 1832. Using the launchpad of printing press and education, which eventually led to total literacy, Kerala could attain the rest, putting itself well ahead of the rest of the country. Consider a few data points like the infant mortality rate, which is the number of deaths per 1,000 live births. Kerala's infant mortality rate of 6 is very close to that of the US, while India's infant mortality average of 28 is close to that of Eritrea, Fiji and Gabon. Similarly, Kerala's total literacy places it alongside developed nations, while India's literacy rate of 77% places it near Eritrea, Burundi and Rwanda. Of course, the Kerala brand has its warts. Its youth leaving the state in large numbers for one, the declining quality of higher education in the state for another, and more recently, reports of rampant drug abuse by youth in the state. Also, a steep fall in fertility which mimics those of developed countries. But none of these take the shine off what Kerala did last week, finishing runners-up in the Ranji Trophy. That too without its star player Sanju Samson. The journey to the final was without losing a single match, and a lot of edge-of-the-seat drama. The quarter-final against Jammu and Kashmir was won on the virtue of a first innings lead of a single run. And the semi-final against Gujarat was won by virtue of a first innings lead of just 2 runs. When Gujarat needed only 2 runs to tie Kerala's first innings score, Gujarat batsman Arzan Nagwazwala smacked the ball. It hit the short-leg fielder's helmet and lobbed to Kerala captain Sachin Baby for an easy catch. Kerala was in the final of the Ranji Trophy after 74 years of trying. And the short-leg fielder's helmet will now be an exhibit at the Kerala Cricket Association's museum. But take a look at Kerala again and one can see that it's not the long-awaited Ranji Trophy final entry that sets Kerala apart. There's something else. No, it's not its tourism muscle, not its literacy, not its life expectancy, not its national champion status in the Sustainable Development Goal Index achievements, not its worldwide migration of youth, not even its remittances of ₹1 trillion plus each year. No, there's something else beside all that. That something which makes Kerala so cosmopolitan and universal in its mindset happened again last week in the state. When a young Muslim man and a Hindu woman from Chittarpur near Ramgarh, Jharkhand, who were in love for a decade, faced threats over the decision to get married, they wondered where in India they could tie the knot safely. 30-year-old Mohammed Ghalib, who has previously worked in the UAE, and 27-year-old Asha Verma were told by Ghalib's friends in the UAE that Kerala would be a safe destination for their interfaith marriage. So they fled 2,500 kilometers from Ramgarh, Jharkhand to Kauamkulam, Kerala last week to be pronounced husband and wife. To their additional comfort, the Kerala High Court, acting on a petition, directed the Kauamkulam police station house officer to ensure their safety. For contrast, 2 persons accused of cow smuggling were paraded in Madhya Pradesh by the police. And in Haryana last week, police arrested 5 persons who were accused of beating up a truck driver and his assistants on suspicion of cow smuggling, killing one of them. Keralaites who consume beef, chicken, pork, Italian pizzas, American colas, Chinese noodles, Arabic kubus and Yemeni mandi can be forgiven if they think they live on some other planet. Literacy is good. Getting to the Ranji Trophy final after 74 attempts is also commendable. What is still better is a global mindset, a world view of things, and taking delight in diversity.